Welcome to another video from me, Mr. Morrison. Today we're going to look at extending the Scratch game that I created in the last video called Catch the Presents. So, if you haven't already watched that video, I suggest you do that to get up to speed. Now, our previous game looked like this. So when we go left and right, we catch the presents with the snowman, but if we drop one, then we're out. My harder version has some extra features. So there's some lives in here, and also when we get over certain score levels, the speed of the presents increases. So let's try that. So I'm going left and right, like this, 2, 3, 4. Oops, I'm going to drop one. That takes away a 1 life, but I can still keep going. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh, they're coming faster this time. Okay. Oh, I'm going to drop one. And then, here we go. And it'll continue to get fast at each 10. So here we're now at 20. It's coming even faster. And if I drop a last one, it's game over if I've dropped it 3 times. Okay, so go back to your original. You'll only have your original. Or you could go to my original version. Then what you need to do is see inside, and then you want to make a copy because you probably want the easier version as well. So save as a copy, so file, save as a copy. This will copy the project and it will say catch the presents copy. I might call this catch the presents harder, and I'm just going to put example because I've already got a fully made one as well. So what we're going to do, most of the things we're going to do are going to be on the gift, okay? And we're going to change things about. In our previous one, we had lots of things happening on this line. Well, not lots of things, but we had a few things happening on the line. We're actually going to not use the line because that makes it a little bit more complicated. So I can actually just delete what's in here just now because we're not going to need it. So go back to gift, and what we're going to do is we're going to create a new variable, and we're going to call that variable lives. Okay, and for all sprites, press OK. Now I'm going to drag in, and when green flag is clicked, I'm going to set lives to 3. You could choose to have more lives in your game, but I'm going to choose 3 to begin with. Then what we want to do is make sure that this is ticked, and then the lives will appear on the screen up here. Then we're going to keep all of the things that we've got here, and then I am going to put in a change lives here. So let's go change lives by -1. So -1. So now, if we watch this game, if we drop one, the lives change. Okay? So that's fine. So that bit is working. I'm then going to look at adding a speed increase every time it drops. So for the speed increase, I'm wanting to put in an if statement, and I'm going to put in that if statement between the changing the lives and the random position. So not on top of those, in between. Then I would like to have another variable, and I'm going to call this drop speed. So drop speed, and I'm going to set drop speed to -5. So currently when it's dropping, and it does its dropping over here, change by -5, we're going to make sure that we're changing it by a different thing. So we're going to set it as -5 to begin with because that's the speed that we're going at the moment. We don't want drop speed to appear on the screen there, so unticked. Then I would like to drag in drop speed. So now it's going to change y by the number that's in here. Then we are going to have the drop speed change on this bit over here. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to say that if, so get events, and if something, so if operator is equal to, so if score, so go into my variables and find score, if score is equal to 10, then I'd like to change the drop speed by -1. So that means that the drop speed increases. Then I'd like also something to happen, so I could go into looks and switch costume to gift B. If we go into costumes, you'll see gift B has another present with a different color. And then I'm going to go back here and I'm going to change how things end. So we're going to, that's why I've put in this if statement here. We want to do an operator that if life is equal to 0, so if, and then variables lives is equal to 0, then we're going to switch our backdrop, to game over and stop all. Now, you may remember that that was what was in our sprite over here, but it needs to go in here so that we get the lives happening. Otherwise, things are not going to work properly. So now I've got this working, I believe. If I go left and right, we've got the presents. If I drop one, there's one life goes. And let's see if we speed up. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the 10th one should change and it speeds up. And let's check that we lose lives. That's fine. So that is all working. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add some extra, I suppose they are levels to this game. So what we'll do is in our gift, we need to go and I'm going to duplicate this bottom section. So duplicate this one and put it in below. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the number to 20 and keep drop speed to -1. I could create another costume. So I could duplicate, right click, duplicate this costume and change the color. So we've got a red present, a blue present. Let's have, oh in fact, let's have a purple present, okay? And so that becomes gift B2. I could label that gift C. And then I'm going to do that again. Change it to 30. And then add another costume and change this to be, I don't know, yellow. Yeah, yellow would be okay. You can choose exactly what you're doing. So then that's B3. Duplicate again, and I'm going to make it 40. So this means it gets harder and harder. This drop speed, if it's at 5, it's -6, -7, -8, -9. Then we need to switch the costume again, duplicate, right click, duplicate. Let's have a pink present. Okay, so that's gift B4, and we'll have a final one of these. So duplicate and make this gift, and then duplicate the gift and make it B5. Let's make B5 a green present. Let's go for green. Oh, that's not a nice green, is it? Let's have a darker green. That's a more Christmassy green. Okay, so this one is 50. Now, when I get to the 51, I'm going to have to change this number to minus 0.5, otherwise we'll get too small. So, now that I've got all my drop speeds, the last thing I want is currently, you notice my present is dropping behind the layer, the white thing here. So all I want to do in here, I already deleted what I had in here. I'm going to put back a on green flag, and then I'm going to do looks and go to front layer. So that means it's going to be in the front layer every time. And that's everything. Now my game will play. So, now I have actually got one thing here that I need to make sure that I set gift to gift A. So I need a gift, the first gift, so switch costume. So then when green flag is clicked, I'm going to make this gift A. And then that means when I press the green flag, it will be the right one to begin with. So there's some extra things you can add to your game. I hope you enjoy creating and playing your game, and I'll see you in another video very soon.